Enenche, Obi's campaign council shows he's not different from APC, PDP, Faruk Barugi. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. Renowned newspaper columnist and United States-based professor of journalism and emerging media, Faruk Barugi has picked holes on the campaign team of presidential candidate of Labour Party Peter Obi. Platinum Post reports that Peter Obi's presidential campaign council was unveiled yesterday by its chairman, Dr. Doyin Okupe. While reacting to the list and post on social media pages on Thursday, Faruk Barugi said that the names that populate the list are not different from individuals that constitute the All Progressives Congress and the People's Democratic Party. According to Barugi, the inclusion of former spokesperson of Defense Headquarters, retired Major General John Enenche, into the campaign team also shows that Obi did not really consider the interests of youth that formed the major bloc of his support base, as the former army officer denied the killing of NSAS protesters. His words: Peter Obi's initial presidential campaign council proves the point I've always made in private or to his favorite fans. After all is said and done, Obi is just another establishment Nigerian politician who has neither the willingness nor capacity to be the different and transformational leader that is supposed to think he will be. He's merely riding on the crest of the wave of mass discontent with the status quo. The list isn't just inexcusable insular. Igbo men are even coordinators for Sokoto and Lagos. It is also riddled with the type of embarrassing clerical errors and oversight that we have become accustomed to from Nigerian government. If I were a man, that idealistic young men and women have elevated to near sainthood as Obi has been, I will look through the list carefully, ensure there are no clerical errors in it. Think through the opposite that the names in it will communicate, and be careful not to come across as indistinguishable from the establishment parties, because it is the first hint of what he'll be as a president. He failed in that elementary duty, much like Buhari. That is why former defense spokesperson John Enenche, who said 2 years ago that the videos of shootings in Lekki tollgate were photoshopped, was appointed to Obi's presidential campaign council. The inclusion of Enenche of Obi campaign list is significant because the core of Obi youthful supporters who engaged because they are enraged are drawn from NSAS agitators, from whom the cover-up of a massacre of protesters in Lekki is a sore point. To put a denial of the mass massacre of their comrades at the campaign council of a candidate to the support and campaign for is both insensitive and disrespectful. And why does a campaign that is fueled by a desire for difference need nearly 1,500 people to sit in the council? That is unworthy. How is it different from APC and PDP? In fact, the All Progressive and the PDP are better. APC initial list was just 422 and PDP's was 520. If his presidential campaign council was going to be worse than APC and PDP, why did it take him so long to unveil it? This sense of uncomfortable Buhari vibes. I am telling you, Obi don't make mistake. Maybe he's not the one, but people where they organize this thing, they don't make mistake. They do copy, and this copy now no want. I've said it that Obi should remain his unique self. Any attempt to look like what we know before, we go ask questions. Do you understand me? Any attempt to look like what we know before, the people they ask a lot of questions. Obi should just have, allowed, first of all, the campaign list. People in Sokoto State are complaining. Even Obidients, that's Obi supporters, are complaining that no, Sokoto State, they should leave it for, Sokoto, they should look for a northerner also that can, work with them very well. You understand? I don't want to believe that there is no northerner that northerners do not believe in, none in the whole of Sokoto. I know one believer. It is going to be difficult. So for me, I would have, even if you won't even appoint, why don't you appoint, how do I put it? A coordinator, as in appoint somebody as well who is an author, who is going to be making sure that things are going on fine. Do you understand me? Because if he's now trying to do copy here, wanting to, instead of coming out, wanting to come out and, how do I put it now? what's it called, look like Labour. I said Labour, look like the all progressives. To me, it's in go pay me. Alright. Foolish reasoning has started again. It's Labour Party and SARS Party, clueless party, part of the leaders born to Labour in vain. So you don't see a lot of people this thing now they go use hold Obi. Like I said, Obi should just stick to his being unique. Except you want to tell us that, they think about along these lines. Alright. PDP is a Fulani party, Labour Party now Igbo Party, NSAS Oga Soldier, now Oga in Labour, not different from MC Oluoma. You see what is going on. So Obi should be very careful. Obedient supporters, those who are working for him for this list, and co, they should be very careful because okay. Without holding any briefs for P2B, I'm not quite sure how much input he had into the people who are on that list. Exactly. Secondly, if Obedient enjoyed it when the retired general against military tradition openly endorsed P2B some days ago and did not ask him to be quiet based on his stand during the NSAS protest, why is it now a problem if he's officially part of a campaign? My sister, my brother, we Nigeria with the deal with the how am I going? We are dealing with issues. Okay, let me help you further. P2B made no input on this list. In fact, it was Buhari who personally drew it up for the Labour Party. I'm sure this makes more sense. They no try, sincerely. People who drop this list, they no try. And I've said it before, if Obi try to copy these people, it no go make sense. Then there's no difference. Out of 1,400, out of 1,400 names and something names, and one person name make you the reasoning like this. Members of the Obi team are not going to be paid any money, unlike in the APC and PDP. Please take note. Who told you that members of APC campaign will be paid? Can you now say that Obi is not different because it's part of PDP? Well, like I said, if Obi no handle this one with care, I tell you, it go backfire. Sincerely. Mr. Kperogi have been a supporter of Tinubu and his party, APC. What is he saying now? I don't think so. Kperogi is not entirely supportive of Tinubu's ambition, sha. Okay. Was he the general at the scene of the Lekki shooting? The answer is no. He was only acting upon the information given to him by those who had the scene in Lagos. While the general was in Abuja only days ago, the retired senator, senior military officer, had come to terms with the reality and publicly pledged his total support for P2B. Talking about Obi long campaign list, Mr. Kperogi, you have goofed here. Every political party has its peculiar strategies going into election. Labour, which is said not to have structure, ensures that it appoints credible men and women to establish its presence in all nooks and crannies of the country. The All Progressive Congress and the People Democratic Party may decide to let only one person or nobody to campaign for them. That is their own strategy and should not be yardstick for the Labour Party to follow. Well, in my own opinion, I'm just saying we should be careful so he doesn't look like what we are avoiding. Okay, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. So thank you for turning.